Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm happy you decided to join us today. As you can see by that title down below, you guys, today we'll be reacting to 20 things only Americans do. I'm American, let's start there. So I'm really curious as to what's gonna be in this video. I will not be doing too much talking. Let's get into it.
Good call on these outfits, dude. It's the only call. You know what I mean?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 things only Americans do. For this list, we're looking at common beliefs and practices in the United States. They don't need to be exclusively American, just something that Americans are known for.
Okay.
If there's something uniquely American that didn't make our list, unite in the comments to state your picks.
Okay.
Number 20, refer to the USA as America.
True.
Outside of the United States of America, referring to the country as America is much less commonplace. After all, there are two entire continents called America, comprising like 35 distinct nations. Referring to only one country on one of those continents as America too is really confusing for anyone who doesn't live there.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. America first.
Calling it the US, USA, the United States, or just the States is much more common in the rest of the world. Even so, everyone still calls its residents Americans, which isn't confusing at all.
You can't say it, but you know it's true.
Number 19, throw gender reveal parties. Cultures the world over have traditions to prepare expecting parents and celebrate.
I've never thrown one, but I've wanted to.
Throwing me this baby shower, girls. I feel so welcome to the neighborhood.
Of course.
However, Americans have really taken the
It's like new age type thing.
An entire industry has been built around baby showers,
yes,
as well as their modern relatives' gender reveal parties. Emerging in the 2000s, the latter have become
new
infamous
age
for sometimes absurd levels of showmanship. Some over-the-top reveals have been responsible for injuries and even disasters.
Oh wow.
It remains somewhat controversial, with many people, including Americans, not really getting why they're often made into such big deals.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna cry.
Oh my god.
Oh, don't cry, Kim. Don't cry.
I'm just really happy for you.
You look like it.
You look like you're happy.
Number 18, experience huge bathroom stall gaps.
God.
Every country's restrooms have their own quirks, like different sinks and toilet bowls. The US is known for having a high volume of water in their bowls and large gaps in their bathroom stalls, both under the door and between the door and the walls.
True.
Visitors can be taken aback at the lack of privacy. Some hold that they're designed for easy cleaning or construction. Others that it allows one to check which stalls are occupied, although occupancy indicators on the locks can do that too.
Maybe so you can see if there's someone in there.
Isn't that why we have locks on the door?
As a backup system, in case a lock is broken, you can see if it's taken.
A backup system?
It might also make it more difficult to get up to no good in there. Whatever the case, public bathrooms in the US are built for speed, not comfort.
Would you just sit down and go to the bathroom already?
Number 17, have pharmacies that sell groceries.
Yeah.
In most of the world,
True.
pharmacies sell exactly what their name implies, pharmaceuticals. While you will see tangentially related items like grooming products or hygienic things like toothbrushes, pharmacies don't usually carry food or toys. But in the US, it's much more common. The country is all about the all-in-one experience.
Yeah.
Not only will dedicated grocery stores have pharmacies built in, but pharmacies will also carry groceries. Granted, the selection isn't always great, but if you're desperate for milk and the grocery store is closed or you just don't feel like crossing the street to get there, you can get some. While most of the world still limits drugstores to drugs and self-care products, I have a feeling this one might catch on. Number 16, vote before they can drink. Worldwide, the age at which
that one is
can
crazy.
legally drink alcohol is most commonly 18, the age usually considered to be adulthood, though it is even earlier in some countries. The voting age on a global scale is also generally 18. for similar reasons. Although, of course, there are exceptions.
The Voting Rights Act of 1970 lowered the voting age to 18 for national elections, and the 26th Amendment made the change to 18 permanent for all elections.
And 18 is where it has stayed for the past 50 years.
However, the United States requires young adults to wait 3 years after being able to vote before legally being allowed to drink at 21.
So true.
This was enacted during the 1980s to prevent alcohol-related driving accidents.
This law has been an abysmal failure. It hasn't reduced or eliminated drinking. It has simply driven it underground, behind closed doors.
And that's true too.
The most risky and least manageable of settings.
While it helped in the short term, ultimately, it hasn't really stopped teenagers from drinking. The result is that many people, both inside and outside the U.S., question the logic of why an 18-year-old American can decide who forms the government but not get buzzed.
Wow.
The reality is everyone drinks before they turn 21. That's why when you go out for your first legal drink, you have to react with that faux surprise like you've never heard of alcohol before. Ooh, what is this alcohol drink? Oh, it's unusual. Oh, this is true.
Number 15, get free refills. One of the biggest differences between American restaurants and the rest of the world are their drink services. Most American and many Canadian restaurants and other establishments will offer at least one free refill of a non-alcoholic drink.
True.
Free! Where is it going?
The idea is that because of the low cost of drinks, particularly fountain soft drinks, offering a refill won't hurt the establishment's bottom line, particularly if drinks are not the primary source of income. However, the idea has been slow to catch on in the rest of the world, and it's nowhere near as consistently offered. Some countries have raised concern that a practice like this can lead to an increase in obesity. Number 14, tip service personnel.
All right, everybody cough up some green for the little lady. Come on, throw in a buck.
I don't tip.
You don't tip?
No, I don't believe in it.
While the concept of tipping waitstaff or other people in the service industry is known worldwide, few countries have embraced the concept to the degree the U.S. has.
Labor movements declare the practice undemocratic, and anti-tipping legislation was enacted across several states. But restaurants and rail operators, like the Pullman Company, embraced tipping because it allowed them, among other things, to hire recently freed slaves without having to pay them.
Many workers, particularly in the restaurant industry, rely on gratuities to get by, in part because laws allow managers to pay sub-minimum wages to tipped workers. However, in various other countries,
that makes
sense.
sense.
As insulting. They're just doing their jobs after all.
Each year, Americans spend $40 billion on tips. That's more than we spend on foreign aid and more than we spend on gambling. And like gambling,
I didn't know
it's
that.
not entirely clear that tipping makes any sense in the first place.
While some countries' workers certainly appreciate it, it isn't expected like it is in the U.S. Mostly because employees are paid a high enough baseline salary that they don't need tips to survive.
That's good to know.
Still pay their servers less than minimum wage, turning what used to be a bribe into an obligation that makes the end of every meal suck.
The American military is probably
Why
the
not?
best in the world.
Of course.
As it should be, since it's also one of the best funded militaries in the world. In fact, the U.S. spends several times more on their military than their nearest competitor, China. What's more, there are more than a few American citizens who have a higher than average fascination with their own military and its culture.
I thank you as your commander-in-chief because you inspire me. Your willingness to serve, to step forward at a time of war and say, send me, is the reason the United States stays strong and free.
While other countries certainly appreciate their troops, you don't, see as many people wearing camouflage as a legitimate fashion statement. Likewise, you don't see movies made elsewhere that glorify the military to the degree that the U.S. does.
Do me a favor. Tell my children I love them very much. All right, you alien assholes. In the words of my generation, up
Part of the American enthusiasm is certainly rooted in patriotism. Still, it may also be a reaction to an increasingly anti-military sentiment that has popped up over the last several decades.
No war, okay? No war, okay?
Oh, here you go, boys. These will help you protest. It's good to see that you care about peace, boys. Okay?
Number 12, use red plastic cups. If you've ever seen an American movie where a college party happens, chances are you've seen characters drinking from red cups.
Yeah, I buy them too.
These red plastic or solo cups are everywhere in the US.
I agree.
And cheap drinking containers are a favorite at parties, both for their durability and their ease of use in party games.
Right.
While they're also handy for crafts
Disposable.
or gardening, they're mostly
No
used for
dishes.
their intended purpose. However, the rest of the world either doesn't have the United States party culture's emphasis on kegs or lacks the same distinctive cups, originally manufactured by the Solo Cup Company. At most, you might see them at a novelty American-themed party. Number 11, wear shoes inside. Taking off your shoes before you enter a home, or at least in the entryway, is pretty common etiquette in many countries.
Right.
Don't do that.
Especially when we don't want you to get our rugs. You know what I'm saying?
And while many Americans
rug's
do prefer
dirty.
to keep footwear off their floors, it isn't a hard and fast rule like it is in other places.
Rugs, carpet.
Often it will depend on whether the person has carpeted floors or hardwood floors, with the latter considered easier to clean. Since it's not considered the norm though, asking guests to take off their shoes indoors can come across as rude or fussy, and so is often avoided. Number 10, eat peanut butter as their go-to spread. Peanuts are grown and eaten
peanut
in
butter.
many parts of the world. But it's the United States and Canada that do most of the peanut butter eating.
Peanut butter man.
There's nothing wrong with that, you guys. I absolutely love peanut butter. And it's to the point where I will just grab a little spoon sometimes and get a little peanut butter fix. Like, you know, grab a spoonful and I'll just lick on it for at least a good, 2 to 5 minutes or something until it's gone. And then I'll have my little peanut butter fix. But that's cool. Or get some like Ritz crackers, put some on a spoon and just, I don't know. I thought that was I thought that was everywhere, but I mean, I guess it's American and Canadian, right? Is that what she said? But yeah.
Yes, I believe I am. I thoroughly enjoy this peanut butter.
A lot of countries see it as a niche or even unpleasant taste. Others have a spread that is more culturally ingrained, like Nutella.
Nutella,
The USA
and I'm not a fan.
cannot get enough of peanut butter, though, consuming
not a
over
fan.
1 billion pounds of it annually. January
Wow.
24th is even National Peanut Butter Day. It's a
January
cheap source of
24th?
protein that most American children grow up eating. So it's no wonder that it's a comfort food for many of them. Number 9, work too much. Americans are workaholics, at least compared to basically every other country in the world. The majority of Americans work more than 40 hours a week.
Why do we do this to ourselves? Well, the conventional answer is that this attitude towards work makes the American economy the envy of the world. America is a hectic, turbocharged system that builds, destroys, rebuilds, all at warp speed.
They also tend to lack many of the things the rest of the world takes for granted, like paid holidays, as well as sick and parental leave. Research has shown that happier, less stressed workers do better at their jobs. Iceland even recently tried a 4-day work week that proved wildly successful.
There's lots of other benefits to a 4-day working week. It's not just the it's not just the mental health and economy, good for the economy. It's also environmental benefits too. Evidence looks like when we're commuting less as a result of a 4-day week, that brings down emissions. Also, energy consumption goes down. So this is a policy that's win-win for the environment, for workers, for employers. What's not to like about it?
Several European countries take long breaks for lunch. While the American drive is admirable, grind culture becomes problematic when it costs
Grind
workers their mental health
culture.
and well-being. Number 8, make small talk with strangers. Americans are known for their friendliness towards strangers.
Yeah, I was gonna say I am pretty
outside of big
friendly
cities.
too.
It's not uncommon for Americans to smile at each other in passing, but their comfort with new people also extends to small talk, saying hello or even striking up a conversation out of the blue.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row,
Or out here, it's called Southern hospitality, So.
ask a flight attendant to reseat you.
In many countries, speaking to strangers unprompted can be seen as intrusive or even risky.
Really?
Many Americans are masters of the art, though, often happy to chat with people they've never met about the weather, sports, or whatever else comes up in conversation.
Yeah.
Looks like a carrot. Hi.
Number 7, casually own guns. In many countries, gun laws
Sure
are
do.
strict and gun ownership
Carry,
is relatively
okay?
rare.
Carry.
Yes, gun ownership is protected by the Second Amendment, and gun ownership
This
is the
world is
highest in the
crazy.
world, despite making up 4% of the global population.
You just never know,
Americans
y'all. You
own
never know.
46%
You gotta
of
stay
civilian-held
safe, stay
firearms.
protected, stay
There's a distinct
dangerous.
gun
Okay.
culture, where gun ownership is celebrated or at least seen as important for personal safety. Most states even allow you to open carry.
Very important.
I had my pieces.
Your pieces.
My guns.
Oh.
Anyway, I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
Of course, the issue is extremely divisive due to the country's high rate of gun deaths. Either way, the idea of having so many guns around is a novel one for many visitors.
Guns.
Right.
Lots of guns.
Number 6, put sales tax on everything.
Everything.
Sales tax is paid when you buy something.
I'm tired
and
of
the
it.
business you purchased your goods from sends that money to the government. There are 2 types of sales tax: general sales tax and excise taxes. General sales tax is a tax levied on most goods you buy. Excise taxes are taxes levied only on certain items.
Most countries enact a value-added tax, or VAT, on goods or services purchased within their borders. These taxes are collected from every person in the supply chain, from the distributors to the consumers. The United States is one of the few to use sales tax, which not only vary wildly from state to state, but are only enacted after a purchase has been made.
The state treasury depends on sales taxes to pay for road repairs, education, and medical care for children, seniors, and the poor.
Y'all, I am tired of taxes. I'm sick and tired. Tired. Okay? Please free us. Free us. We are all tired. Free us.
Also not listed in the initial price. Which
Correct.
can leave foreign visitors and many Americans scratching their head as to why they're being charged more than the price on the product.
I understand.
Better or worse? You decide.
I still scratch my head, okay?
What's the advice then? If you're going to buy a big ticket item, where's the cheapest sales tax?
Well, you know, you can go online and look at all the sales tax rates for different cities. And if you look at one dealership or one, you know, Best Buy or something like that, you can find the different zip codes and look at the sales tax rates and just see how much that'll little take off and then take your family out for a nice day.
There you go.
Number 5, recite a pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
to the flag
of the United States of America.
In many parts of the United States, school children, and adults in some settings, are expected to recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Every morning.
Back then, in 1892, when it was
Every
written
morning,
by
especially in
Francis
elementary
Bellamy.
school.
Bellamy was a Baptist minister, and in conjunction with a magazine called The Youth's Companion, he wrote this, at that time, 23-word Pledge of Allegiance.
Wow.
This is an expression that they will be loyal to the USA and is usually performed daily while looking at the nation's flag, which you will find hanging everywhere by the way.
Very true.
This isn't something other countries do. They might salute or respect their flag and country, but to make school children recite an oath to the country, the pledge has been the subject of plenty of controversy within the U.S. too, particularly since it mentions God. While some schools no longer require it, it remains a widespread practice.
Right.
Bottom line is, we all look different, sound different, but we are all on the same team.
Number 4, watch ads for prescription drugs. Aside from New Zealand, the United States is the only country in the world that advertises prescription drugs directly to consumers. Every day, Americans are bombarded with ads for prescription medications, featuring generic, pleasing imagery and a list of side effects longer than a flight.
Side effects may include upper respiratory infection, stuffy or runny nose, and sore throat and headache.
Many people, Americans included, are baffled by the practice, as doctors and not patients are meant to decide what drugs to prescribe. Proponents claim that advertising increases competition and lowers drug costs. Meanwhile, prescription drugs are typically far more expensive in the United States, as the U.S. doesn't regulate or negotiate drug prices.
They don't.
Number 3, put months before days. Most of humanity marks calendar dates as being day first, then month, then year.
It's the date.
Normal.
Assuming the first
I think.
some big old space date, then you've got year, month, day. It's the other way around like it is in America.
Or else the opposite, as year, month, then day.
What?
The reasoning is that you can go from the shortest value to the longest or vice versa. Yet the United States and parts of Canada eschew both these formats by putting the month first, then day, then year. The US has been using this format basically since its founding,
Yeah.
although it has used the day first format interchangeably too. The exact reason why is debatable.
Okay.
But as far as practicality goes, it can be useful when filling out forms to know which month it is before which day or
Right.
year. Number 2, go bankrupt from healthcare. Medical costs
Happens
are
all the
cause of over
time.
60% of all bankruptcies in the United States.
Wow.
In 2017, 1/3 of the money raised on GoFundMe went towards medical campaigns. And the site raises $650 million a year for
Wow.
more than 250,000 medical campaigns.
Wow.
Americans experience a variety of unexpected charges while getting much needed care.
Yeah.
From surprise bills to being charged for riding in an ambulance.
So true.
According to one study, 71% of all ambulance providers do not take the patient's insurance.
Mhm.
That same study found that 79% of patients who took an ambulance could get a surprise bill,
Wow.
with an average total around $450.
In some parts of the civilized world, even seeing a medical bill can be an uncommon occurrence. Healthcare worldwide tends to be much more regulated than it is in the US.
Mhm.
It's either funded through taxes in a single-payer system,
Oh, wow.
or else through individual insurers who are more strictly monitored.
Convenient.
Other countries, they don't have this problem.
Convenient.
Instead of every private insurance company negotiating with every healthcare provider,
Mhm.
there's just this big list. Country, the central government, they go and they say, if you want to sell to us, to all of our people, then here's what you can charge for a checkup. Here's what you can charge
Oh,
for an MRI
wow.
or a prescription for Lipitor.
Oh, wow.
While there can sometimes
Learn
be extra
something
charges,
new every
in most of the
day.
world, medical debt is basically unheard of.
Oh, wow.
Except in horror stories about the US.
Okay.
Can't get a credit card. I can't buy a house. I don't see me ever being out of debt.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified
Yes.
about our
Subscribe
latest
to
videos.
Mojo, watch
You have the
Mojo,
option
and
to be
subscribe
notified for
here.
occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, use the imperial measurement system.
Can you explain to me
Yes.
how the country that can send men and hopefully women to the moon
Yeah, all and beyond.
still are in gallons and inches?
Mm.
And when the entire world is metric, I do not understand this.
There are 3 countries in the world that don't use the metric system: Myanmar, Liberia, and the United States. Objectively, metric is the less arbitrary measurement system since everything goes by tens.
Mhm.
Even Britain and Commonwealth countries have converted.
The point
wow.
is, the US system has always been a little more accessible than metric. Sure, stacking up 12 thumb widths to make a foot, that's still kind of weird, but it's not so weird that we're clamoring to change it.
Although admittedly, they do still use measurements like feet and inches casually.
Right.
So now I can't ask a distance when I visit another country. I'm like, how far is that? They're like, that's 500 kilometers. I'm not in the Olympics.
So why hasn't the US converted? We'll give you one guess. Did you say it's because of money? Because money is definitely a big factor. Converting to a whole new system of measurement is expensive.
Oh.
Other factors include a need for control and stability of the US.
Okay.
So inertia, basically. Why change when you don't need to?
Mhm.
And you know what your mom says? If all the other countries jumped off a bridge, would the US do it too? Or something
Or something
A
like that.
2015 Rasmussen poll asked Americans if we should switch to the metric system and adopt Celsius as our main temperature scale. 64% said no, while 21% said yes, and the remaining 15% was undecided. So it looks like we're perfectly fine
Where
with
we
being
are,
different.
yeah.
Did you enjoy this video?
I did.
Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo.
Okay.
And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
Awesome. I always love watching Watch Mojo videos. They're always so informative. Like she just said, you guys, make sure you guys do subscribe to that channel. Also, I'll be linking the video I just reacted to down in the comment box down below, or not in the comment box, in the description box. And if you like my reaction today, please make sure you guys are showing some love to that love button. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting on, like subscribe now. Just subscribe. And then when you do subscribe, go the extra mile, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload and you won't miss none of my videos. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in my next upload. Bye. Hello, everyone. Ooh, Jesus. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. Hello, Brave is running. I can hear Brave running. Like, why is he running?
It's Miaaaa, that girl you came to see. So grab your snack and just sit back, leave a comment in the chat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's Miaaaa, that girl you came to see. So grab your snack and just sit back, leave a comment in the chat.